ילדים יקרים, אני שמח להיות עמכם היום. אני נפעם ונרגש כאשר אני נפגש עם קבוצות כאלה של בני נוער ברחבי תבל ומרגיש את הלב היהודי פועם ביחד. אני מקווה שאתם תחזירו לי את הביקור הזה ושאני אוכל לקדם אתכם בברכה בירושלים כאשר תבוא לבקר אותנו, או אם ירצה השם גם לעלות ולהשתקע בארץ. My dear friends, I'm delighted to be with you here today. I'm not responsible for the weather. We don't have that sort of thing very much in Israel. I want to tell you how very moved I am to meet with you, as I am always to meet with Jewish children throughout the world and to feel the Jewish heart beating as one, beating as it denotes also, on the occasion of my visits, the centrality of Israel in Jewish life. I am here on the first state visit of the President of Israel, President of the independent and free state of Israel, to the United States of America, our closest friend and ally. Yesterday, I was received and honored by the President of the United States of America and had the privilege also of addressing both houses of Congress. Those houses of Congress which are today a beacon of light for the entire world. I told them of our feelings towards the United States of America and of the feelings that we had recently when we welcomed the refuseniks from the Soviet Union who had come into freedom, like Ida Nudel, Vladimir Schlepak and others, who had come to freedom in no small measure thanks to the efforts of the government and people of the United States of America. I am emphasizing this unity of purpose that we have with the United States of America, the leader of the free world, in that we are closely allied with the United States and are representing the values on which you are being brought up in the Middle East. And that is why I feel it is so important that you should understand that we have a common purpose, and that purpose can be pursued by you, both here in the United States and in Israel. And I hope that as part of this commonality of purpose that we have between our two countries, we can look forward to having many of you with us, because as we develop the purpose that we have in Israel, it is vital that more and more of our people come to join with us and to strengthen us, and thus also to strengthen the free world and the interests not only of Israel but of the United States of America too. And in appealing to you to bear in mind that we want very much for you to visit with us. I know that the senior classes do come to Israel. We want very much to feel that you will all feel at home with us. We want very much that you will join with us in the greatest adventure that our people has ever had, which has been vouchsafed to us in this century, now in the state of Israel, that you will come and join with us in this great adventure to set up a free, democratic home for the Jewish people, which is closely linked and allied to the United States of America and to the free world. You have never known the world without the state of Israel. Only last week, I was in the Kingdom of Denmark on a state visit and visited there in a small fishing village called Gilleleje, where the entire community on one bright day in October 1943 collected the entire Jewish community of Denmark with a number of other fishing villages along the coast and smuggled them out under the noses of the Nazi oppressors from sure death across the waters that separate Denmark from Sweden to safety in what was then neutral Sweden. And I stood there last week with the Queen of Denmark in the small church with on the altar the menorah, and with the pastor opening his remarks in Hebrew and describing the darkness of the Nazi years and the light that shone suddenly in this little village when the good people of Denmark saved the entire community, Jewish community in that country, the only country in Europe to do that. And I thought then of the special spirit which pervaded those people and which pervaded that village, and of the essential goodness of man which came to the fore in that village, and of the change that had occurred as I stood as the President of Israel with the Queen of Denmark there and remembered what we had done together in order to save the world from the scourge of Nazism. You have grown up in a better world. You have grown up in a world in which we, the Jewish people, have been vouchsafed our own country, our own democracy, our own way of life. And if I can bring a message to you from the children of Israel, it is that we look forward to seeing you with us, either as visitors or as students or as those who've come to settle and join with us. Let me conclude my remarks in thanking you for the wonderful welcome you've given me, my wife and myself and my party, and to say to you that in the hearts of all of us there is one word, and that is litraot. Thank you very much.